So I want to unpack this story about my mother's suicide a little more, because this is one of the single most defining things in my life that has shaped me into the person I am. Yes, it is very much still alive in my world today, so many years later, decades later. And let me tell you why I think it's come up to be dealt with at this time. I've been on a Schitt's Creek kick lately. There was a scene in there where Alexis is graduating high school, and she's like in her late 20s. She goes back to finish high school, and she tells her parents and her brother, don't come, this is no big deal, right? But she's walking across that stage. One of her classmates asks her, where are your parents? And she's looking out and doesn't see him, and she's about to receive her diploma, and she looks out one more time, doesn't see him, and you can just see the pain in her eyes. That's exactly what that felt like for me when that happened to me so many years ago, and I shared that story in a previous video. And I think what I realized was that my body reacted to that scene in a very visceral way, and I knew that there was still work to be done around that. And I'm going to share 3 tips on how to help deal with betrayal in your life. So please stick around. So it happens to all of us, right? It could be yesterday, it could be decades ago, it just doesn't matter. And it comes in many different forms. It could be a lover or a close friend or a parent or a government or a celebrity, maybe a guru that you've looked up to and they've fallen or whatever, or you found out they lied. Anyway, betrayal is part of life. And there are 3 things I really want to hone in on what betrayal can mean for you. 1, you have to know that it's not about you. It is about that person and what they were dealing with in life. You were just collateral damage, and you have to remember that that does not define who you are. That does not cut your worth in any way, shape, or form. The other thing is to try to remember to keep a looser grip on life. When we try to control everything, it just brings so much stress and pressure on ourselves. In some traditions, it's called non-attachment. Just know that one person or thing or philosophy, you just can't let that control your happiness. You have to find that happiness on the inside and not rely on others. And the 3rd lesson is to use that pain to help you become a better person. Like, what did that teach me about myself? For me, many, many times when I felt like not being here on this planet anymore, all I had to do was harken back to that pain that I felt when Mom left me. And since I lived it, I knew what it was like, and I just knew that I had to stay here for my kids. And so that was an anchor point for me in my life. So how could you use the pain of betrayal that happened to you in a way to help your life and help you be just a little bit better?